Hey, Louvain, and welcome back once again to Ultimate Admiral, Age of Sail. We're back here in this, before this final conference, I suppose. If you're noticing that my voice is still a little bit troublesome, yeah, I'm still a bit sick. But we can continue here. Seems like we can actually get the black, or we actually got the black bulb for free. That's quite nice. Let's actually get these guys at least up till minimal. And they can actually work their way with these Spanish M17s. And the same should be the case for... Which unit was it? They're generally all the way to the back for the Whitby. So they have quite a lot now. Well, let's just first get you back. They took very little damage, so that's nice. Oh, yeah. But then I guess in terms of crew, I could get to the 300. That's great. But as well for you guys, let's take it, or let's get the Spanish M17s, because these guys are gotta stay on the ship. So they're not gonna do a whole lot. Stamina is fine, I guess. For them it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, just seeing which ones I can upgrade here. Although they're at full weight. Now, I can actually send... I should be sending them into the black pool. So... There we go. It's a bit weird that I cannot do it in one go, but oh well. Now at least I do get to upgrade them as well, but we'll see whether we can do that later on. The Blackpool and the Whitby will then be those kind of guys. This is a 6th rate Cerberus class Corvette. No real need to purchase it. These are just small fry. Let's actually just see, because for example the Pearl, let's get it to 150. Or just get it to max. Pearl, Aquila, Norwich, Ferret is already at max. San Giovanni, let's at least get them to optimal. And we'll start working it out for these last few units here. Now, yeah, there we go. Because I have a few of these to send. Silver Smoke. Captain, if you please, some of the local tobacco plantation owners have suggested a deal with a free trader gentleman. We'll send a few ships to protect them during a delicate moment, and in exchange they'll share their profits with us. The Admiralty tends to frown on this kind of thing, but they are really far away, and our Admiral will know nothing about it. All I need is a few of your light vessels for a week. It's a good deal, Captain. Take it on. Yeah, I agree. But I have a career point that I want to spend first. I actually have no real reason to go for Admiralty's assortment. Whereas this would be reasonable, but I'll actually rather have casualties replenish. For now. Yeah. So let's see. If I send the Pearl, that's a 70... Plus this is a 69%. Can I get it up to 100? 99 is fine. So 2 7-rate brigs will pretty much get it going. Alright, sweet. Next up. Loyal merchants. Intercept. Loyalist merchants have reported an unknown 3-masted vessel on a course to the Caribbean. Caribbean? Or Caribbean? It's definitely not one of our Navy ships, so locate and intercept it. Yeah, sure. Alright, so the Pearl, the Ferret. What if I take away the Ferret? What if I take away the Pearl? It's still 100. So let's keep the San Giovanni and the Mercedes for this one. Okay, so with the Ferret, that works as well. That's a 7th rate break, so I'd rather have a 7 and a 6th than 2 6th if it stays 100% success here. So let's do that. Last one. An Eye of a Needle. All complicated tasks become simple after careful planning. We've ruled out almost all the rivers in the area through simple observation and depth measurements. We know that the French have sent a ship off the line to escort a merchant, and this restricts them to deeper waters if they don't want to leave the merchant unprotected. This area is the only place that they can pass, and your squadron awaits them there. Okay, so if I were to send the San Giovanni and the Pearl, that's 92. That's actually not enough. So what I want to do then is let's get some more guys on the Petit Patre and see if we can't find at least some sea service muskets. So at this point, as for research, I actually want to go for boarding equipment level 2. I need to make sure that I keep at least 4,000, but I think we can take care of it. There we go. So boarding level 2. I do want to put that on my my ships. It's more expensive, I believe. Boarding equipment level 2. But it's quite good. Well, actually, this it's very expensive. Okay, let's wait on that for a bit. Generally, what I do like to do is increase its capacity. There's already overload, so that's no good. I would have to go at least for lightweight hull. That will allow me to get the maximum crew. Now let's take a look here now. So getting the Petit Patre and the Pearl. And the San Giovanni doesn't matter. So the Araganta by itself could be a near 100% chance. Okay. Let's dim down the Araganta then a bit. I'll have some of my crew in reserve at that point. But then at least I have a 100%. That's the only way I can do it that way. So let's do that. We still have intelligence to read. Good job. It was the previous mission where we had to save that fictional character. I even searched it up on Google and I couldn't find the guy. Anyway, good job. You've secured not only my family and my pile of chests, but also our country's prestige. Thanks to you, men you will never meet will perform their duties better because they know that even when things are at their worst, their country will never abandon them. Thank you again, Captain Harrison Fisher, Major. We got some money in cash. Yeah. Silver smoke. Let's see this stuff. This. Yeah. Let's go to the next stage. The enemy commander is going to pay some ransom. Let's just increase reputation. Sure. And there we are. So, let's read some of that stuff. New law. The Parliament of Great Britain passed the Repeal Act for Securing Independence of Ireland Act. A major component of the reforms collectively known as the Constitution of 1782, which restored legislative independence to the Parliament of Ireland. How can you do this? Unbelievable. Some interesting goods were seized, Captain. Take a look. Okay. We got that intercept. We've tracked down and added another sunken enemy vessel to the history books. So we got some money, some reputation. Mercedes and Ferret took some light damage. The approach and Daphne are there. Then we have silver smoke. Captain, I'm happy to inform you of the full success of our small enterprise. I hope you're pleased by our client's generosity. Have a pleasant day. Some money, some reputation. Killer's light to none damage. The Eye of a Needle. Our reconnaissance task force spotted and sunk the enemy patrol. Ah, come on. Really? Without any vessels escaping, so we have the possibility... Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. So we have the possibility to execute a successful ambush, Captain, because I want to get that... a ship of the line. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. Then there's objects in motion. I'll get a lot of cash for that. So things are starting to come out here. Where we stand a better chance. The rest of the fleet has been engaged elsewhere. We'll have to engage the main French fleet, accompanied with ships off the line. He wore his beaver up. Okay. We get a little bit of money and some reputation, but the big prize here is, of course, what we'll get for that. So I went to got this to optimal, so that's already a lot better. Let's get this back to max now. Same for you. Should have gotten the guys from the reserve. Oh well. Petit Patre is now... Well, first of all, what I want to do is I want to get that boarding equipment level 2. Which is super expensive for both of these and the Velasco. But I do think that will be quite worth it. Let's repair all of these two, especially for the smaller ships. It's somewhat less impressive. All this damage and stuff. Sweet. These are additional. Okay. I probably don't need the Whitby and the Blackpool because both of these will be naval engagements. Could technically add the Useless Freedom, but it's a sixth rate Cerberus class. I'll send it to the Admiralty because I will need a lot of points either way for the upcoming mission. And if I'm going to get another ship of the line, then I'm going to need to, stand or do some serious business. Anyway, with that said and done, I can actually upgrade some stuff here. If I were to go for early copper sheeting, one other thing that I could try to do is early copper sheeting 2. But I actually need money. If I'm going to take that ship, I'll probably need to get... in this mission I'll probably get a lot of cash. But I also need that in order to repair my ship. So I'll just wait on that for now. However, I do want you to get the boarding equipment as well. So I guess that's where we're at then. Interesting that they have a few smaller guns, like these 4-pounders. And then they do have quite a bit of 24-pounders there as well. Whereas these have 32-pounder cannons. Huh. Alright, well, either way, I've taken care of all of this. Let's actually take a look how this is gonna go. He wore his beaver up. It's just... okay. Again, it's about the hat, but... okay. So, I'll have the... Really? Wait. Yeah, the Argenta here. Velasco on this side. We don't know where they are, actually. So, the Petit Patre up here. The Mercedes and the San Giovanni then down there. 2/6 rate. We're actually having a 7th rate, but... generally, there are no ambushes at sea. We were in the right place at the right time, and despite spotting us 6 hours ago, they are now pinned to the coast by the wind, with our vanguard ships ready to tackle the enemy. Our large ships are on course to meet the enemy, but it will be some time yet before they close the noose. The French convoy includes 1 ship of the line, as expected, and a large merchantman. The convoy is also being escorted by some light rebel ships. I've heard that the French are better sailors than the Spaniards or the rebels, but this is the first time that I've encountered them myself. Alright, let's take a look. We have the advantage in ships, so that's already pretty nice. They have the hippopotamus ship here. The big hippo. Sure. So these guys probably gonna try to get out. These are 2 puny ships, although it wouldn't surprise me if they're actually... They don't seem to be 5th rate, so maybe they're well, they don't seem to be 4th rate. Maybe they're 5th rate, but they don't have that many units. I'll try to capture that, of course. Ultimately, it seems like a relatively easy mission. I just wish I kind of did it the other way around. Because now my 2nd ship of the line and the Petit Patre are going pretty slow here. Let's get them to full sail with these other guys in pursuit. And meanwhile, I'll see what I can do down here with the Arrogante while we're going at it. They do have more units than the Hippopotame, so I would expect things to go relatively well. I just don't want them to get into contact with the San Giovanni and Mercedes first, because that would be a big problem. I'm going pretty slow. I might actually try to turn a little bit to catch up some speed, since the wind is actually coming from at least east in terms of how I can see it. So moving away into this direction will allow me to pick up some speed and gain some maneuverability, because otherwise I'm just going to be pretty slow here, and that's definitely not what I want. I'll be able this way too, if I come from this side, to get the opening volley on both the smaller ships and then also on the Hippopotame if things are going well. I'll probably still be using regular cannon, at least on these 2, unless I can get close to the Hippopotame, and then I'll be using grape shot. Yeah, currently, let's see how speedy you are. Not too speedy. Let's try to get a little bit more of an angle, although of course they'll be further away from the enemy ships at that point, which is always a bit challenging. I don't know why these guys are trying to get so close. They're just trying to ram me. That's probably not going to be that great for you. I mean, although we are very, very close. I did have them on target. I suck at this, but now... Yeah, that's not a lot of cannons. Yeah. And they got smacked into the Arrogante, so that's kind of dumb. Now, that means that I will actually start breaking these guys free, because I don't want them to deal with the Hippopotame that much. Although I do want you to start dealing with those guys. They're just already generally in a bit of trouble. Let's turn and have you guys try to focus... Okay. I would not be surprised if the Aragante would take a little bit of a hit against those against the hippopotami, but it doesn't seem to have fired a whole lot, interestingly enough. Now it does. Okay, so let's turn as well. Let's switch it up actually towards the eagle. And I would like you to turn. Let's turn to grape shot. If they're gonna attack the Le Dauphin Royal, I'd rather have them do that. Whereas you guys need to fire on the eagle. That's probably going to be for the best at the moment. And if I have you turn, that'll probably be pretty good. They can't really do anything at the moment. So as long as they don't get the target, the Mercedes and San Giovanni, I think we're in good shape. And the Araganta by itself can take down these 3 ships without too much of an issue, I think. Let's keep it focused on the smaller ships first to see if I can take those guys down. I'm not too concerned of the hippopotami. I want you guys to start using grape shot and go after Le Dauphin, so at some point you can board them. And I'll just keep my distance, basically, with them. Yeah, you're just gonna miss everything that way. Sweet. And since the eagle is already quite shocked... Alright, let's see if I can get close, because if I can get close and board... Oh yeah, I'm already using grape shot. I'll try to hook on, which it will be unlikely. Great, just firing on your own ship. I don't know what you're firing at. Moving around this way is pretty tricky. But at least I can kill some of their crew. Let's try to turn here. We still definitely have to wait quite some time before you arrive. It shouldn't be that big of a worry. Meanwhile, you should also be able to fire at least there. What are you using? Let's use some grape shot. I don't want this ship to get caught on fire. Let's slow things down. I actually rather have you try to maintain speed with the Dauphin. And yeah, you guys will have to actually turn here. This is indeed not ideal. But I will have you turn and then try to pick up speed against them. They're losing men very fast, so... At least as far as the merchant ship is concerned, I think we're doing quite well. That should not be any problem, really. You guys need to get around and then kind of like turn back. It's a bit weird because they're kind of trying to escape. You're in a bit of a pickle, though. I have to say, they've maneuvered quite well at that. Oh, that's the AI for you. Let's try to turn again, but then also go for smaller sail. Alright. So you need to try and catch on with the hippopotami here. Doing pretty well like this. Turning more. Really depends on what they do. But you kind of need to try and get out of there for the moment. Okay, let's anchor. Pretty important to try and lower that speed. How are we doing on that? I think pretty well. Currently, they'll probably try to escape. We're at 5. Let's see how they're holding. Very well. Very low speed now. So with us boarding like that, I think we're in very good shape here. You're using grape shot. You're using grape shot. Let's speed you up. And they surrendered. Okay, great. So now I need to send these boats over there. That's fine. Uh-oh. Let's get out of there. Need you to continue sailing. Not just a little bit, but both of you. Because let's actually get you to use regular cannon again now. They're in a bit of trouble. I need them to try and get away quickly. I don't think they can. Yeah, you're getting in there, but I don't want the Mercedes to go down here. They'll try to catch up as fast as they can. Alright, I did get the hippopotame, so that's nice. Let's unhook you. I hope you guys will be capable of getting around. No? I just hope they don't die. I don't know how that works. Right. Mercedes is doing quite poorly at that. They apparently have quite a bit of cannon, interestingly enough. Jeez. Okay. Let's stop. Because apparently they cannot do anything at that point. I'm surprised they can continue to fire that way so well. Either way, Eagle's taken down. I want you to disengage as well. These are definitely not 5th rates. I did, what are you doing? Okay. No, you shouldn't be waiting for a group. Come on. Gas it, boy. Gas it. I don't think they're ever gonna escape, so what I'll do is I'll use the Petit Patre to move there, and I'll use you to board the Knight. Because you can. Let's start going a bit slower already. Try to match their speed. Because I don't actually want to send it down to the bottom of the ocean. But I want to capture it, so... same applies for the Royal. Are you hooked? Probably won't make it with this speed, we'll see. Okay, so they sunk. Should be able to pretty easily take it at this point. Very little of my guys are dying. So that should work. And let's keep going. We can increase speed now on the game because there ain't too many things gonna happen now. All of them are using grape shot in order to take down those guys. And like I said, he's not gonna escape. My ships are faster by a lot. Let's just anchor you. There's no reason to do anything. You're just staying there. Sweet. We'll probably get quite a bit of cash for capturing Le Dauphin Royal as well. Which will be great. Because that's definitely what we need after this mission. I think the repairs are going to be pretty expensive. That's just all I've got to say here. So, alright. That should be one. And this should probably be two. There we go. We got everything there. And just a bunch of guys getting promoted. That's nice. Got victory there. Lost some crew. But this is a fairly easy mission here as a reward for my efforts. Not bad. That will give me the third ship of the line. Let's repair a bunch of these guys here. Oh, I did not get any money for it. What? Oh. Yeah, let's get that cash. Really? He wars beaver up. Nothing tops the feeling of coming out the victor in an equal fight. Well, it wasn't an equal fight. But, yeah, I cannot purchase it yet. Unrated merchant ship. Let's send it to the Admiralty. And, the 6th rate as well. It gets me very close to that 40, but not quite, unfortunately. So I'll have to wait and sending the hippopotame as well, or getting the hippopotame as well. It's nice getting the ship, so don't get me wrong, ultimately, but I'll be running a bit low on cash, probably. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. If I say so myself. Maybe full. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly not that bad. I still have cash left over. Huh. Alright, well, It's a shame that I won't be able to use this third ship of the line, but let's hope we'll be able to pass the next mission with flying colors, because, well, there might be a chance to get more ships of the line after the next one, which will be Objects in Motion, the major battle for this this area. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Special shout out to all my Patreon supporters: Pum Norau, Dungeon Pastor, Thomas Loftlin, Thomas B. Marshall, C Data, and Swords. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.